Hello everyone, we are gonna continue a series for describing the events that have occurred throughout my day and the topics of atomic habits one by one, each 5 minutes approximately if it takes. Otherwise, the time each and every each individual would take. So, starting from the things that have happened throughout my day, today was not much of a very good day because I woke up at around 7:50, then got frozen up till 8:30. Then, because my health was not very good, I had an immense, extremely bad pain during the previous night in my left ear that was due to very severe cough and cold, and which continued till the morning today as my ear was lost and kind of swollen. So I talked at home to discuss what should I do next. Then I went to do breakfast. Then after coming from doing breakfast, I laid down on my bed, used my phone because I had not much enough energy first time to do some work. Then went to make the gate pass to the warden. Then once again came back and used my phone and done some activity that was not supposed to be done. Then used my phone till 11 or 11:15. Then went to see the doctor after leaving the campus at 11:30. Then at 11:30 I took an magic which took almost half an hour to reach to the doctor's. It brought me to the doctor's clinic at 12. Then also doctor came late at 1. But before going to the doctor's clinic, I also saw an incident where electricity billboard caught fire and the fire extinguisher or firefighters were called to extinguish the fire. Then the doctor came at 12:50, did my checkup, said that I had a severe infection of cough and cold in my ear that has reached till my left ear, and my left ear was swollen and I had become red. And after that, I came back to the college. But before reaching the college, I stopped at Ananagar, bought some apples and chicus, then came to the college around 2 p.m., then went to do lunch, then came back to the hostel, slept, then used my phone till 3 and slept till around 4 or 4:30. Then after 4:30, used my phone for another half and a half hour. Then thought of studying, did study for half an hour, then slept, then once again used my phone for some time, then studied till 7:30 or 8, then went to do my dinner, then talked and came back from dinner at around 9, then talked at home with my parents, with my father, mother and brother till around 9:30 or 10, then used my phone for some time till 10:30, then studied for half an hour. Then because my concentration was not good and I didn't had much energy, I used my phone once again, then studied for some time. Then there is a birthday of one of my friend. I can say a friend of my friend, and the friend that is my friend's friend is the is a boy in the front room of my friend's room. living in the front room, living in the room that is in front of the room in which my friend currently lives in. So that's what today's journey was. Though tough, but it gave me a lot of learning that I would learn and wouldn't repeat the mistakes I have done today. So that for today's giving brief or giving information of what events have occurred throughout my day. So now talking about explaining about the topics of atomic habits. We know that we were on chapter 12. So yeah, let's continue from where we left. In an article published in New York titled "Better All the Time," James Surowiecki writes, Japanese firm emphasized what came to be known as learn production, relentlessly looking to remove waste of all kinds from the production process down to redesigning workspaces so workers didn't have to waste time twisting and turning to reach their tools. The result was that Japanese factories were more efficient and Japanese result was the Japanese factories were more efficient and Japanese products were more reliable than American ones. In 1974, service calls for American made color televisions were 5 times as common for Japanese televisions. By 1979, it took American workers 3 times as long as to assemble their sets. I like to refer to this strategy as addition by subtraction. The Japanese companies looked for every point of friction in the manufacturing process and eliminated it. As they subtracted wasted effort, they added customers and revenue. Similarly, when we remove the points of friction that sap our time and energy, we can achieve more with less friction, with less effort. This is one reason tidying up can feel so good. We are simula- simultaneously moving forward and lightening the cognitive load our environment places on us. If you look at the most habit forming products, you will notice that one of the things these goods and services do best is remove little bits of friction from your life. Meal delivery services reduce the friction of shopping and grocery. Dating apps reduce the friction of social interaction. Ride sharing services reduce the friction of getting across towns. Text messaging reduces the friction of sending a letter in the mail. Like a Japanese television manufacturer is redesigning their work ways to reduce wasted motion. Essentially, cam companies design their products to automate, eliminate, and to or simplify as many steps as possible. They reduce the number of fields on each form. They pare down the number of clicks required to create an account. They deliver their products with easy to understand directions to ask their customers to make fewer choices. When the first voice activated speakers were released, the products like Google Home, Amazon Echo, and Apple HomePod, I asked a friend what he liked about the product he had purchased. He said it was just easier to say play some country music than years earlier to pull out his phone, open a music app, and pick a playlist. Of course, just a few years earlier, having unlimited access to music in your pocket was a remarkably frictionless behavior compared to driving to the store and buying a CD. Business is a never ending quest to deliver the same result in an easier fashion. So, Similar strategy have been used effectively by governments when the British government wanted to increase tax collection rate. They switched from sending citizens to web page to the tax form could in the process increase the response rate from 90.2% to 23.4%. For a country like the United Kingdom, those percentages points represent billion in tax revenue. The central idea is to create an environment where doing the right thing is easy as possible. Much of the battle of building better habit comes down to finding the reduce the friction associated with our good habits and increase the friction associated with our bad ones. That's what we guys. Thank you. We'll continue next time.